And if you read John, it says about Jesus, the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld His glory. So there's a dimension of Isaiah 40 that has been revealed in the person of Jesus. Jesus carrying the glory and Jesus being the person who healed the sick, who raised the dead. That's a portion of that scripture that has been manifested and revealed in history. But I want to suggest to you that right now, that this scripture is also being fulfilled. And in the future, we're also going to see a greater display of the glory of God. And I think Pastor Deji read Joel 2:28, where it says, in the last days I'll pour my spirit on flesh. And I believe that's also a picture of the display of the glory of God like we've never seen before. Now, why am I saying all these things? This is where I'm trying to go. You need to understand this. Let it be known that if Elijah is coming before the return of Jesus, guess who's coming as well? Jezebel. Where Elijah is, Jezebel also manifests. When a nation is in its darkest hour, God raises up His greatest prophets. Elijah was raised up at a time when Jezebel, the person, was on the throne, Ahab, doing all their craziness and seducing the prophets, seducing the nation, releasing all kinds of immorality and idol worship. You might think to yourself, well, people are not necessarily worshipping idols today. People are not necessarily bowing before idols that much. Really? They might not be physically bowing before idols, but many people, even I suggest probably many people in this room, you may not be physically bowing before idols and worshiping them, but your lifestyle is bowing before idols. The idols of entertainment, the idols of sports, the idols of boyfriends and girlfriends, the idols of the culture. Welcome to the place of worshiping Baal, which is what Jezebel instituted in the nation. Idol worship and Baal worship. We may not be bound before idols with our physical bodies, but many of us are bound before idols with our time. You can spend 6 hours on YouTube, 5 hours on Facebook, another 3 hours watching some movies, and you can't spend 15 minutes praying. God actually is not His name. God is just a description of what is in an exalted position in your life. If you can spend 6 hours watching movies, and somehow 15 minutes to praise and hard work, that tells me perhaps God is not really your God. Because He is not in an exalted position. God is all about the thing that's in an exalted position in your life. Could it be that we're bowing at the shrine of Baal and worshiping other idols while we come before God and say, Lord, I worship you and I want you? But really, our words carry no weight because our lives are given to all other idols. Yet we're trying to give God lip service. By default, your spiritual life goes down. By doing nothing, you backslide. It's kind of like trying to swim. If you said to me that you wanted to babysit, okay, for me, and I was like, okay, cool, and I came round to your house, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was called Medusa. Now, in the dream, I was very aware